All right, the next tool we're going to talk about is dynamic EQ. This has got to be the coolest one. It is a combination of all the things we talked about: EQ, compressor. It's kind of like a multi-band compressor, but even more surgical. It's so cool. It is like how modern music has become modern music, in my opinion, being able to be this detailed in the mix and make big impactful songs. So I have FabFilter Pro Q3. I think they're on Q4 now, but I just haven't updated because this thing is great and I love it. This is just, you can use this like any other EQ. You can grab and make, bells. You can do shelves. You can change things up, kind of however you need to work it. Whatever is comfortable for you. It's a great EQ by itself. If you're just using it as an EQ, it's fire. I like to use it for the dynamic EQ function inside of it. So if we are looking at this vocal, this is still James's song. This is the unmixed vocal, and I just have Pro Q3 on it.
I spent bread, I should have saved, but you don't know what you don't know.
So what you can do with this dynamic EQ is get super surgical. If you've got like this one frequency, like say between 2 and 3K, that's just poking out only at specific times, like when certain words are said, you can go in there with a dynamic EQ, set the parameter for the compressor how you want, just like any other compressor, and then it will come down and only do gain reduction and attenuation in that spot where you've set it. So let me show you. If we're looking at the screen, we got this vocal
There
going.
were nights I slept in studios, no blankets, we ain't faux. How could I be mad at strippers? We make money, y'all the flow. We make money, y'all the flow. We make money, y'all the flow. We make
That stuff is pretty aggressive, and that's right in between 1 2K. It's really popping out as aggressive. So what we're gonna do is use the dynamic feature here. So if we grab this and pull it down, this is going to show you where the compressor could go. If the audio crosses this threshold that we're setting, it's showing you how deep of gain reduction it can be, okay? And look, you can change the Q. You can make it any shape that you need it to be, really. You can do normal EQ on top of it, which is very cool if you want to do some expansion and things like that. But for me, I'm just going to try to get in on these frequencies and get them pulled down without subtracting them, right? By using subtractive EQ, but only because they're popping out at certain times.
we make money, y'all the flow. We make money, y'all the We make money, y'all the yeah. Alright, okay then. Okay.
Even right there was the perfect example. All right, it pops out like crazy. And so I don't want the whole vocal to get compressed necessarily, but I need that frequency to get compressed. Dynamic EQ is the best. So you can go in and do this. You can see the gain reduction happening in real time. Let me pull this back up.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread, I should have saved, but you don't know what you.
And there's another frequency that's popping out to me. Let's see if we can find that.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread, I should have.
Woo! Listen to how terrible that is. Really shining, right? So we're going to pull that down. And instead of just pulling it out completely, again, I'm going to hit it with some dynamics.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread, I should have saved, but you don't know what you don't know. There were nights I slept in studio.
Already much cleaner vocal right off the jump. So here, I'll turn it off and on.
Money came and money went, we never broke. I spent bread, I should have saved, but you don't know what you don't know. There were nights I slept in studios, no blankets, we ain't faux. How could I be mad at strippers? We make
Way more contained, less stuff popping out aggressively, but you don't have to get rid of it. Usually you're going to find my dynamic EQ at the end of my chain. I do all kinds of compression and things like that, EQ, saturation, all kinds of stuff, building up a sound. And then at the end, I go in and I get super detailed with anything that's popping out. Say there's sibilant frequencies still popping out, or there's that little bit of too much grit in that 2K popping out, or a low mid gets boomy. I'll go in there with that dynamic EQ, just grab the frequencies I need, pull those down just a little bit so that it's only happened in a momentary fashion and it's not pulling it out all the time. Such a cool tool. I highly recommend Pro Q3 or 4, whatever they're on. FabFilter is a crazy company and they make super cool plugins. But you don't need this. Waves has a version called F6 with RTA or not RTA, and that one works great. I use that for a long time. And there's all kinds of plugins that do this. So look around at what you got. Again, the tools don't really matter. It's what you do with them. All right, thanks for tapping in with us. We genuinely want you to get better at this. So if you want to get better at this shit, like and subscribe and keep tapping it with us.